section from my stream and actually upload it to YouTube. That's probably what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? So let's go ahead and talk about this recent trend of people really disliking VR chat streamers and really, you know, the meta of Twitch right now. So let's talk about that. All right. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to start with our boy ECW because he tweeted this out, and there's a lot of red flags here, and I'm going to point out every single one because I have the tweet pulled up right now. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is probably why you don't get views when streaming, because these people are popping on Twitch and stealing the viewers' eyes. Shaking my head. There was a response to this. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get views because you're boring to watch, not because someone is stealing your views. Now, both of these people are wrong, okay? Both of these people are wrong in so many ways. When I saw this, because even though I just like recently gone through so many therapy and counseling sessions, even my critical thinking hasn't died yet, okay? So let's go ahead and start with let's go ahead and start with this tweet. First of all, I just want to point out that sitting in a hot tub wearing a bikini takes no talent at all to do. Okay? And on top of that, the viewers who watch these people, I would not want them watching me. Because they're not here to watch me for what I have to say or what I have to give in terms of opinion. They're here for a different reason. You are very distracting. Stop. If you're going to come up here, because I don't want you to distract me on this part. But basically, if this is the current meta of Twitch, let it happen and let it die, just like the Fanny Pack did, just like the Tickle Me Elmo did, just like Power Rangers did. Let it all just pass, okay? There are people out there that are still hardcore for fanny packs. There are still people out there who are hardcore for Tickle Me Elmos and Power Rangers. I agree with that. But at the same time, this tweet right here, you know, they're not stealing viewers, okay? These viewers are on Twitch for a reason. They're looking for something specific, and these people are giving it to them. And those are the people I don't want watching me. Now, on the other hand, this person here, Honey, and by the way, I'm friends with both of these people on VR chat, and I'm not afraid to call both of them out. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get views because you're boring to watch. Okay, it's not the fact that you're boring to watch, it's the fact that the content that you're providing isn't of interest to the person that's watching. You know, because, hey, there's a reason I'm averaging less than 10 viewers. Is because the content that I provide is because I'm not interesting. And I'm not ashamed of it. I could give two flying fucks. I'm going to say what I want. Not because someone is stealing your views. Well, first of all, just a reminder, because Honeybabe has had bad takes like this in the past. And I'm not afraid to say that out loud. When it comes to content, you know, sitting in a bathtub in a bikini has no talent whatsoever. I love playing games that no one hears of. I don't care. Yeah, exactly. You play what you want. Azale just hit the nail right on the head. You play what you want. You stream what you want. In a way, both sides of this argument are actually being more toxic than the actual argument itself. Have you noticed that? Because this to me looks toxic. Whoa. See? We'll post it in chat. Azel, I'm allowed. I can post this, right? Oh, this is the game. It's the name of the game. Okay. Have I heard of a game called Naigate? Naigate Tale? No, I haven't. I'll have to look it up, to be honest. Anyway, I got sidetracked. But no one knows. It's basically a Hades knockoff with Monster. Okay. All right. I'll have to look it up. But basically, going back to my argument. The biggest problem, I play what I want to play and talk how I want to talk because it's my stream. Exactly. Right there. Griffin. That right there, what you just said, is perfect. Because that actually leads me to my main point here. Because I've seen so many arguments about VR chat streamers and so many arguments about Twitch streamers. Let's go ahead and just let me full cam for this. Okay. Let's ask a few questions and answer them. Can you criticize a content creator? Yes. There is no problem with that. You can criticize a content creator for either their behavior, you can criticize them for their character, you can criticize them for anything that they say or do online, including me. If you criticize me, I'm perfectly fine with it. Question 2. Can you criticize a creator's content? Yes. You can criticize the quality. You can criticize the quantity, the lack of quality, the lack of quantity. You can criticize all of that. And I believe those are your rights. Now, the third question. Do you have the right to dictate what a content creator does with their platform? The answer to that is no. A resounding no. You have no right to dictate what they say, what they do, what they play, what they stream, what they upload to YouTube. You have no right to do any of that. Why? Because it's their soapbox. If they're within the realms of TOS or community guidelines, then they are allowed to say and do whatever they please. That's where I kill ECW's argument, is because even though you can have an opinion on it, but you are just adding to the argument or the conversation that is poisoning this entire thing. You're poisoning your own argument by adding to it. And the same thing would go for Honey. My point on this is boring to watch, saying that your content, you criticizing their content, but at the same time, you're just becoming another poison pill. And this is not healthy on either side. Because both sides have validity, but that validity is being drowned out. Selling out is something I don't respect. Well, that much. Like how a VR chat streamer was rocking their own thing, but all of a sudden take a 180 and do NSFW because they want numbers and clout. Again, it's their... You have a right... It's just what I just said, ECW. You have a right to criticize what they do with their content. You have a right to criticize what they do online. You do not have a right to dictate what they do with their platforms. Okay? If they're going to keep doing it, they're going to keep doing it. If they get backlash for it, it's on them. Question. What if you act your own way on stream, but another streamer streaming at the same time tells you not to act that way? Fuck them. That's what I'm going to tell you. Fuck them. If another streamer comes to me and says, "Oh, you're not doing this for money. You're not doing this for clout. You're not riding the wave of success of another. You're not riding the coattails of another Twitch streamer." No, I'm not going to. Why? Because go fuck yourself. It's my platform. I'll do what I fucking want. Because this entire argument is absolute bullshit. All right? This entire fucking argument is bullshit. Like, I actually saw ECW share a video recently on Twitter, and I watched it. It was uploaded like late March, and it was some guy, it was like, don't stream VR chat. Stream VR chat as much as you fucking want. Why? Because it's your goddamn platform, and if they have a problem with it, guess what? There's a little button up here in the right-hand corner. You click that button, and it actually will solve all your problems and lower your blood pressure down to a minimum and save you a lot of money on medication. So, if you don't want to watch them, just click that button right up there, okay? Or hit Alt F4, yes. Second of all, because I'm not going to say, yeah, to be honest, yeah, I spoke with him recently, but to be fair, it was like almost a weekend. Oh, God, it was several weeks ago, actually, I think. I don't think I've talked to him recently. But here's the thing. The people who are complaining and whining about VR chat streamers and the way they behave and the way they act are actually becoming way more toxic than the VR chat streamers themselves. And I actually told this to someone recently who has been complaining on Twitter about it. He's a friend of mine. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that on them. But somebody who I'm close to, I actually went to and I said, hey, you know, you do realize all these tweets and all these, I understand your frustration. Don't get me wrong. I understand your anger. I understand your frustration. But don't take it out on them, okay? Because all you're doing is adding more poison to the pill that is this entire argument. And you're not supplementing your argument. You're making your argument worse. Because the more you bitch and complain about it, the more people are actually turning away from it, and you're poisoning the well. You know, it's one reason Keemstar never got banned off of YouTube, is because the more people complained about him, well, the more people didn't give a shit about the people complaining about him. So that's why the man survived. That's his secret. If you complain about him, that helps him. He doesn't die from the poison, he thrives on the poison. And that's what these streamers are doing right now. Old School Legends, whatever happened to PogChamp? No idea. I don't even know what the new PogChamp is. But that's my advice. If you really... Here's an interesting thing. I had to talk with him on his new content and pointed out I don't get the trend. To be fair, he has an OnlyFans. He's trying to make money, dude. He's trying to get money. He's trying to do his thing, and let him do his thing. Okay? You can criticize him for doing what he's doing, but don't dictate what he's doing. Okay? That's my point. All right? You have every right to be, you know, you can point out, it's just like, hey, I don't like the fact that you have an OnlyFans, or I don't like the fact that you have this, or you're doing this, or whatnot. But it's not your right to tell him what he does with his content. You just don't respect. That's fine. That's your opinion. Affiliate for 2 years now. Never got a single payout. I've got several payouts, but none of them have been significant. It was enough to where I had to pay tax on it. But yeah, I want to return back to Honey, because Honey's had some piss poor fucking takes too. All right? Because saying that someone is boring to watch, you can say someone is boring to watch, but by devaluing, Honey's not actually acknowledging the whole argument here. All right? So let me put it to you this way. There is no talent in putting on a bikini, getting into a hot tub, and putting a camera in front of the hot tub. There's no talent in that at all. There's no talent in what I'm doing either. And you can argue that point. Yes. There's no talent in it. Okay? What they're doing is no talent. And they know this. They're just not going to say it out loud. You know why? Because if they say it out loud, they're going to lose viewers. Yeah, they're going to lose viewers. That's what's going to happen. Like, I have no problem. I have no problem with what they do. Again, it's their platforms. If they want to sync with the ship, let them sync with the ship. Because this whole meta that we're in right now on Twitch is going to sink like the fucking Titanic. It happened, like I said earlier, it happened to Tickle Me Elmo. It happened to Power Rangers. It happened to Fanny Packs. It happened to fucking Tamagotchi. It happened to Tamagotchi. What you're doing is talent because you actually make points. Look at both sides. Well, that's the thing, is that anyone can make a point. Anyone can have an opinion. The difference is that are the people actually going to agree with you, or are they going to just say that you're full of shit? I mean, are you making mountains out of a molehill, or are you building bridges with no materials? Being a pro player, doing art streams, that's talent. Exactly. You know, guys like Shroud, I watch Shroud because he's actually good at games. I watch Soda Poppin' because he's good at games. I watch Tim the Tatman because he's not only funny, he has a sense of comedy to what he does, but he's also, he embraces the memes about him. You know, if you make a meme out of Honeybabe, more than likely, depending on how serious it is, she's going to be offended. And again, this is someone that I'm friends with. I truly care about Honeybabe. I care about ECW. I care about both of them. But for fuck's sake, your arguments suck. They suck. And I'm saying that with all due love and respect. So, to all of you people, there was another argument that I actually saw relating to VR chat streamers. It was actually in the same video that I watched that ECW shared. It was that other VR chat streamers who are smaller leech off of bigger VR chat streamers. Their takes are terrible. So, let me just go ahead and put this out there. Leeching has existed since before we were born. Okay? Before you were born, before I was born, leeching has always existed, okay? It's been around in politics. It's been in, if you go into YouTube, it's been in the Call of Duty community. It's been in the Fortnite community. It's been in the Apex Legends community. It's been in the Minecraft community. It's been everywhere. Everybody leeches off of everybody in order to get ahead. We're stepping on there's actually a decent saying here. There's actually a decent saying. The toes you step on the way up the ladder are connected to the asses you have to kiss on the way back down. And that is so fucking true, because the day that you actually do fall, you have to kiss the ass of every single person you stepped on in order to get to the top. It will happen. If you don't believe me, look it up. I promise you. That's why this whole argument pisses me off. It's because these people don't realize that the more you bitch and complain, the more you're just poisoning the well and making it worse for yourself. Worse for your fucking argument. You're more than welcome to complain about these people. Tom Coward just wants the money. I don't think that's it. Do agree. Bunny Oozle Biff. Good day. How you doing? I do exist. Long time no see. I know. It has been a long time. I've been through therapy. That's why this is the first time pretty poppin'. The worst you can do is attack. No. Yeah. First of all, don't. If you are some. I do not ever condone going through it as well. My 2 cents before I lurk. The leech argument is sad because most of the small streamers actually decide to try streaming due to their streamer friends. Well, here's the thing about leeches, alright? Leeches have been around since the dawn of fucking time, okay? Everybody leeches off of somebody, okay? Now, I would love for all of you to go into my content. I have 4 years worth of content on YouTube. I would love for you to go in there and actually find any scrap of evidence where I once asked for a shout out. I would love for you to do it. Wait, first of all, I started streaming. I was never intended. Most of you know this story. I actually have never intended to be a streamer when I started back in 2016. May of 2016 is when I started. I started on YouTube. And I created a Twitch account so that this way I could have the name, Syrkatrii. And back then, I wasn't actually looking to be a streamer. I was wanting to be a YouTuber. I actually wanted to make YouTube videos. I actually want to make Let's Plays like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Those are the people that inspired me to actually make stuff. Because I wasn't doing it for views and I wasn't doing it for money. I did it because I actually legitimately wanted to try something new. And I actually wanted to see how it would pan out. And then over time, it got to the point where I actually started to grow an audience on YouTube who were interested in Skyrim and Fallout content. And these people constantly kept me streaming every single night at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube with a PS4. Before I had this PC set up. And anytime I missed a schedule, they would actually contact me in the Discord and go, "Hey, Circuitry, are you okay? Are you sick? Are you in the hospital? What happened?" They were legit concerned when I didn't go live on time. I'd love to meet a community that actually... I would love to meet one YouTuber or one streamer that has a community as fucking dedicated as that. To have people reach out to him and go, "Hey, you're not live at your usual time. Is everything okay?" I would love to meet someone who had the same fucking dedicated audience that I did. Same here. I never asked about it. Never talked about it. My own stuff. Where I'm talking. The game sucks and the features are worth it. First of all, if you invest in the game, I'm not feeling sorry for you. If that's $10 wasted, it's $10 wasted. I'm perfectly fine with that. No one's getting any pity from me. All right, the streamers aren't getting any pity from me. The complainers aren't getting pity from me. No one's getting pity from me. Why? Because they don't fucking deserve it. We all deal with shit. I've been dealing with shit for the past few weeks. So I'm sorry. But that's my stance. And like I say, again, no hatred to ECW, no hatred to Honeybabe, but both of your arguments suck ass. Okay? I'm at a point where minor issues in the games I just brush off. Oh yeah, me too. But let me just go ahead and say this. Okay, on ECW's part. Let's go ahead and conclude this whole argument. Because I do want to address both of them. For ECW's side, you have no right to dictate their content. You can criticize them as much as you want. You can criticize their content as much as you want. But you have no right to dictate what they do on their platform. In any capacity. My advice to you in this is just let the meme die. Let it become an endangered species. The next thing you know, there's only going to be one person actually sitting in a bathtub praying for views. That's what's going to happen. Second of all, to Honeybabe. To call other people's content boring because the content that they're criticizing isn't creative in any capacity is bullshit. Alright? I don't give a flying fuck if they watch them. I don't give a fuck if they do watch them. My biggest problem is when it comes to this idea where you feel like all the other well, you make shit content. Wow. Okay, shit content. Let's go ahead and just break this down real quick. Dressing up in a bikini, getting into a hot tub, and turning on a camera is content to you. And you don't find that the least bit fucking hilarious. You find that creative. Well, for fuck's sake, paint a damn picture on your stream if you think it's creative. I would love that. Streamers having fun with friends on a multiplayer game is boring. No, I love watching Among Us. I love watching Among Us. I love watching Call of Duty. I love watching multiplayer. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to creative content, getting in a hot tub in a bikini is not creative at all. I mean, for fuck's sake, I can put Mojo in my bathtub, and that would probably get me the same amount of views. Although if I do, he's probably going to freak the fuck out. And also, I don't even want those people who are watching those hot tub streams to watch me. I really don't. Because they're there for a different reason. They're not there because they like the streamer. I can tell you that right now. And like I say, this is all just my opinion. My opinion alone. I don't want anyone sending hate to any of these people. Because if you do, you're a fucking pansy.